All right, so for these examples, we have two things being multiplied together. These are not conjugates because it's not the same exact thing in both cases. Like this is a 5c, but that's a 2c. That's a 2, that's a 7. They're not the same, not conjugates. So now you'll see kind of like why we have to, but the process is identical. That's what I want to say. I'm going to take 5c times both these things, negative 2d times both of these things, and I'm going to combine like terms whenever possible. So mentally, I'm thinking, what is 5c times that 2c plus 7d? That's in my brain, I think that. And what I write down is 5c times 2c is 10c squared. 5c times 7d is, multiply the coefficients, 35. C times d. It's always best to try to keep your unknowns in alphabetical order, just because it kind of like is a way to organize things when it gets really complicated. So I'm just going to recommend that. For the next part, I've done the 5c times all this. Now I'll do negative 2d. I'll think of that as a negative 2d times all this stuff. So mentally, I'm thinking negative 2d times 2c plus 7d. And that's in my head. Or you can write it down if you have to. And then on my paper, negative 2d times 2c. Let's see, negative 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. And I'll have a c times a d. So I'll put that in alphabetical order. And then negative 2d times positive 7d is negative 14d squared. And now I'll kind of scan this problem and I'll look for some like terms. These guys are like terms. They can be combined. This time they don't cancel. 35 and negative 4 make 31. So the final answer will be I have a 10c squared, a positive 31c times d, and then a negative 14d squared. That's it. That's the final answer. It's basically just a distributive property twice, and you just got to keep yourself organized. Do things like keep your variables alphabetized, and it should be no problem as long as you're careful and you don't rush.